What up? Well, you sound tired as hell. Aww. Aww. How do I do that? Let's find out. Oh, don't do that. Share party auto. Include microphone, audio, and broadcasts. That's with a check mark, right? Well, it didn't have a check mark. Include microphone and audio. That one doesn't even matter. Let's try that. Alright. La-di-da, now to do Far Harbor. To watch out for. We will figure this thing out, I swear. Let's go. Is it under broadcast settings? Advanced settings. Audio share settings. Nope, still the same thing.
Human, let's play. Tear and crush! Better.
Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office? I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office? I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear.
Beer and slippers.
While the tales about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Up next, it's Wynoni Harris with Grandma Plays the Numbers.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat? Well, you know how to keep a girl waiting.
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth, Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Anything you can tell me about Kenji Nakano?
Just some impressions. He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Keep walking.
This whole market smells like noodles and blood and shampoo and ammo.
Broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste. Know who does that? A synth. Yeah? How come whenever something interesting happens around here, you're right in the center of it.
What was that? Oh, nothing.
That was the 5 stars. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure, and you know what? That's okay with me. Here's a classic from Billie Holiday. It's Easy Living.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. They could be raid. What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
I'm with Valentine's detective agency. You asked for help?
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth. Hello?
I'm here to help. Tell me what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Let's talk money. Investigations for the missing aren't cheap.
Of course. How does 350 cap sound?
If she went far, that means travel expenses.
We could make it 400.
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What? Good meat. Not too fresh. Have some, human.
You can head home now.
Good idea. Strong need break from human. Strong go back to tower. Take nap.
Yes?
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Craft something other than a paragraph.
You just heard Three Sons here on Diamond City Radio. Non-stop music and all the latest news. This is Diamond City Radio. If you're feeling down, here's Ella to put things in perspective.
what I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink. Rather be off murdering a pint.
Seems
This'll
to be
do.
growing well.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat. Ready to head back out?
That depends. How are you feeling?
Are you kidding? Now that you're back, I'm feeling better than ever. When you're ready to go, I'll be right behind you.
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving.
I'd kill for a drink.
Come to think of it, I have.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
All right, Nikki. Watch yourself out there.
Don't worry, Kate, I will.
Hey.
Go ahead. You know that whole business with Doc Amari and Kellogg's memories? It got me thinking. It's just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's...
Well, this one's once upon a time hurt a lot of innocent.
Right.
So he sealed it.
Sure. Eddie Winter was from...
The story gets even more, so he could come out. Only Eddie didn't want it.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
I have. Eddie and I, I'm gonna find...
Uh-huh. All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know back in the day, we find I've been, including... My gut tells me the boss... It's probably worth paying... Not a lot of folks would...
Travel with a ghoul, even one with my kind of charisma. What the?
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes. The Minutemen are making waves. In the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the
Wouldn't want
Commonwealth
it going to waste
might
now,
need
would
them.
we?
That's good to hear, don't you think? Now, Sheldon Allman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout.
Search the area. Take no prisoners.
sound? What is it?
What's the...
Always fight!
Lights out!
Nice.
Thanks to Connie Allen for that trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater.
No more games!
Look who's back.
Folks, I think by now we're all used to a little weirdness every once in a while. This
Good fight, human! You'll die well!
I'm not making this up. There have been reports of, I'm dead serious now, a Chinese submarine seen off the coast, heading out to sea. How long it's been here, and what it's been up to.
You say the word, I'll take a
are
crack at
anyone's
that
guess,
terminal
but
for you.
I think we should all be thankful. It's apparently
Heads up.
on its way out.
Do something for you?
Like I said,
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Count
but
on
there
it.
you have it, folks. The latest, craziest news from Diamond
This is
City
some
Radio.
serious security.
This one's for the ladies.
Not
Mighty Mighty
that
Man
either.
by Roy
Open
Brown.
for business.
Got it.
movement detected. Curious. I recommend against hostile action.
No enemy detected.
When did it get this quiet?
Hostile sensor reading detected. Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning. Is someone present? The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Hello?
Hope you enjoyed that one. Warren
Attacking
Smith
human.
with uranium rock.
Something out there.
The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. And that's good to hear, don't you think? Here's a positive take on life with a touch of nostalgia. It's Anything Goes by Cole Porter.
This place could give a mutant nightmares. dumb move. What else you got?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll find you.
Huh? Shit! Lost him. Who's out? Nothing there now. Hey. This is bullshit.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl. Coming at you almost live from Diamond City, I'm your host, Travis Lonely Miles. And this is Diamond City Radio. Here's Billie Holiday bringing Easy Living. I just may steal that from my autobiography.
Not doing them much good at this point.
Welcome to Yellow.
to hide. It'll all be over soon.
Take him out.
Here you go! Get some! Damn!
What's that? Not exactly subtle, pal.
You are out of your league, pal.
You got guts. Well, had guts.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there's a whole lot of shaking going on. Now here's the latest
Heads up.
from the Commonwealth.
I'm listening.
Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad. Outside
Look
Diamond
alive.
City.
I'm all
Tales
ears.
are scarce, but it sounds like
Whatever you
whatever
need.
happened, it was pretty violent. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners. Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks? Ladies, I bet every one of you out there knows a man like the one Betty Hutton sings about. He's a demon, he's a devil, he's a doll.
Harder than this. Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
Yes.
when I thought we were getting along.
Look alive.
What's the plan?
Nick.
So, you got something for me? Maybe a pocket full of tapes belonging to an old ghoul?
Finally got them all. Here.
No fooling. Wow. That's some real solid detective work. They're older than dirt, but they've got Eddie's paw prints all over them. These are the real deal. And they've still got the code pieces in them. Got it. 19537284406. That old thug's holed up in Andrews Station. Now, let's go bring down Eddie Winter.
Let's get this show on the road.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help.
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes.
So where are we off to next?
You folks out there listening to Diamond City Radio have always enjoyed the radio plays, right? The ones about the dreaded Silver Shroud. We've had them in rotation for a while now, and they're a fun little adventure. Only now it seems the adventure has become real. That's right, folks. The Commonwealth now has its very own superhero in the form of the Silver Shroud. Or, at least, someone dressing up like him. Crime in Good Neighbor has a new enemy, it seems. Why would someone don that costume? Your guess is as good as mine. Probably better, in fact. Good Neighbor resident Kent Connolly swears that he was actually rescued by this Tommy gun-toting hero. So I guess if you're out there and thinking about breaking the law, you might want to consider steering clear of Good Neighbor. Or else the Shroud might come after you. Here's Johnny Mercer, folks. Enjoy.
time you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, you just let me know.
Only thing better than getting pissed is picking a fight. Am I right?
What is it?
Who's that?
What?
Light him up!
Should have just run. Come on, pin him down. Just getting one.
Let's not keep Eddie waiting.
Huh?
Can't have gone far. Someone's coming.
I'll find you.
Not that it's an option. You're playing with the wrong stick. You won't be bothering anybody now. What's that? One way to get that coolant pumping.
And that, bless her heart, was Skeeter Davis. Yet another breaking story here in Diamond City, folks. I'll bring you up to speed.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Diamond City's own Nick Valentine
Over here!
is reportedly investigating the circumstances surrounding former residents of the West State.
Don't you on me!
The man in question, residing with a boy he claimed to be his son, hasn't been seen in now it seems the whole story may have been fabricated. It's unclear at this time if the boy was being held against his will. Authorities have so far refused to comment on the details. Should you happen to spot the man, and believe me, you recognize him, don't hesitate to get word to Nick Valentine. And keep that dial tuned to Diamond City Radio for updates on this breaking story. Here's a classic from Danny Kaye.
Hey, Valentine.
Finally time for Eddie Winter to get his due. That filthy toad's right on the other side of that door. Why don't you do the honor?
Sure. 19537284006.
The fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Eddie, it's me, your old pal. Seamus McFuck yourself.
All this time, and the first person to walk through my door is a wise ass. Why couldn't you have been a sexy blonde? Just how the fuck did you get... No. No way. Not after all this time. Don't tell me you actually cracked my code. In the holotapes? Well, hey, it's only been what? 200 years? Well, look, I'm not sure what you thought you'd find. Gold, jewels, the secrets of the universe. But you get me. One guy. A ghoul, I guess you'd call me. Just living, surviving, and what I got, you can't have. That code? It was a joke. I just wanted to prove how dumb those feds were. Turns out, pretty dumb. So take your asses someplace else.
I'm not going anywhere until I get what I came for.
Yeah? And what's that? And who are you, huh? You look kind of familiar. But what are you, some kind of robot? Is that what it's like out there now? A world of robot overlords? I knew it.
The name's Valentine. Nick Valentine. Remember me?
Valentine? The cop? Is that who you're supposed to be? Sorry, pal, but you ain't Nick Valentine. You're just some kind of, machine.
You killed my fiancée, Jennifer Lands. There's some crimes even you can't get away with, Winter.
Your fiancée? You mean Valentine's fiancée? Pretty girl. A shame what happened to her. But hey, you? Or, you know, the real Valentine? He should have backed off when he had the chance. But what gives, Robot Man? Why do you even care? Some girl gets whacked 200 years ago, and you come into my home acting like a hot guy? Christ, look at you. You're not even alive.
Then I guess I'm in good company.
Perfect.
We're done here. There's one more thing I've got to do. I wouldn't mind the company if you wanted to tag along. Not alone.
This shouldn't take long.
I can do this all day. Got me good.
Yes.
what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very pleasant civilians. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think
This is it. In this spot, 200 years ago, one of Eddie's boys put a bullet in Jenny Land's back. Now Eddie's as dead as Jenny. And Nick. I'm at a loss.
Nick.
All I know is that without you, Eddie'd still be at large. Sorry. I understand this is a lot.
I'm glad I could help. Seems like it meant a lot to you.
You don't know the half of it. Winter was it. The only reminder left of the original Nick Valentine. The last proof, outside of some long-lost Institute archive, I was ever just a mechanical copy of some cop from a bygone era. I'm not sure how to feel. Could really use your way.
Don't you see, Nick? You're finally free. There is no other Nick anymore. Just you.
No, I wish it was that easy. But it's not. Because I was Nick Valentine. I had his memories, his fears, all that poor bastard's hope. I remember getting the call to head to some lab in Cambridge to get that neurotrans whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm in a trash heap. My family, my home, my entire life gone. Then I discover all those things that they weren't even mine. Everything I ever was belonged to Nick. I'd hoped with Winter gone, the last hint of that old world snuffed out, I could finally be free. But being out here with you, what I finally realized after all this time was that taking down Winter, it wasn't about Nick or Jenny or even you or me. It was about justice. About doing what's right. And that act of goodness, that's ours. All the good we've done, that's ours. And ours alone. And even if that's the only thing in this world that I can ever claim as mine, not Nick's, not the Institute's, but mine, then I can die happy. And none of it would have ever happened if it weren't for you. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to thank you for that.
You don't have to, Nick. We're friends.
Well, come on, then. Yeah, that is, if you're still interested in traveling together. I wouldn't blame...
Of course. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Come on, let's go.
Bing Crosby. Hell of a positive guy. Non-stop music and all the latest news. This is Diamond City Radio. Now let's hear from Bob Crosby with Happy Times. This is a favorite of yours truly. It reminds me that life is as happy as you're willing to make it.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Nothing else right now. Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be.
Sure.
Why would she just leave her family with no Every minute we aren't looking for...
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Looks like this is Kasumi's room. Let's see if she left any clues about where she went. No accounting for taste. So Kasumi was spending time in her grandfather's old boathouse? Huh. Sounds like we know where we're heading next.
Just heard from the ink spots with maybe. Yet another bit of news from the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm going to tell you a little story about a boy named Billy. Now, Billy lives here in the Commonwealth and wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family, but then he managed to run into the Vault Dweller. I'm happy to report that with the Vault Dweller's help, Billy was reunited with his family. Stories with happy endings don't come along all too often, so I hope this one put a smile on your face. I know it did for me. Keep it tuned here, folks, to Diamond City Radio. Mighty as ever, here's Roy Brown on Diamond City Radio.
Let's keep looking. Need to figure out what Kashumi's story was. Why she left.
Lock's really strong.
Good work. Now, let's see what's in that safe.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Excuse me, Mr. Nakano.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure
Your daughter is human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. And here, the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back home.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can. That was Uranium Fever by Elton Britt. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Synths possibly living among us? Undetected? Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are
Hey there. You're Whisper, aren't you? I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer.
Between you
Boss
and me,
called me in on account of some rumors
I'm
making
gonna
their way
keep
through
my
the
eyes
Commonwealth.
open just
There's
to
word that
be
there's
on
some
the
kind of
safe
colony
side.
of synths way up the coast.
Well,
All
never a
on their
dull
own.
moment here at
You heard
Diamond
anything
City
like that?
Radio. Ella Fitzgerald is not, I repeat, not.
The railroad has connections up the coast?
No, not really. I mean, we give synths a head start out of the Commonwealth, but whatever this is, it isn't us. So come on, spill it. What do you know?
I'm following a lead on a place called Far Harbor.
Never heard of it. Doesn't mean it's not connected, though. If you're already looking into it, don't let me stop you. Just let me know if you find anything, okay? Hey there. Good to see you again. Hey there. Good to see you again. Hey there. Good to see you again. Hey there. Good to see you again.
days out. Wait, that's not one of mine.
Jesus, ease up, Alan. We got visitors.
Mainlanders ain't nothing but trouble.
Put the damn gun down. Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
What is this place?
Well, in ancient times, this used to be a tourist town. My people have lived here and on the island for generations. But now everyone's crowded onto the docks, just trying to survive another day. We have more than our fair share of problems. You aren't here to add to them, are you?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off! If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
Man the hull! Something's out there.
Sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone.
The gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner, there's no time.
Gulpers!
Elves!
Who?
Someone's
Got
coming.
company!
They got him! There.
Ah! Look at all the blood.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Anglers!
often in short supply. So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you.
We're clear. All right.
As if we haven't had enough.
Well done, all. Open
If
the
you
gate.
were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Here's a positive take on life with a touch of nostalgia. It's Anything Goes by Cole Porter.
We'll be taking that.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things
live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
You've lost the whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. People have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden a stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only one that'll do it. But people around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other less flattering things. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Huh. Mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island.
Food, stim packs, fully stocked.
Guns, ammo, and
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Why doesn't anyone help you?
Each harborman is the captain for generations on the homesteads. Your land, your rules. But when the island pushed them onto my dock, one by one, the ungrateful bastards expect me to look after my land, even though they're squatting on it, like wretches.
If it's that bad, why put up with it?
I couldn't very well toss them back into the fog, could I? Bad luck, that. Surely their spirits would haunt me to my grave. And that's a fact.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. For good.
So I'd be risking my life for only 450 caps.
I'm a bit short on caps. But I have old Jimmy's shotgun I can give you. Heavens no, he can't use it anymore.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
So long as you're carrying it.
You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Alan. Huh. The mainlander. Great.
Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
Don't you want a helping hand?
Hell no. Once you start leaning on people, soon you can't walk no good on your own. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here, before the children of Adam or worse get you.
Show me what you got.
You got it.
Only Alan's got enough backbone to stand up to the children.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
Food in front, dock in back. The bait shop.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Bait shop's got everything you need.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now. Guns, guns, and more guns.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
I hope the harbor's being good to you. At this point, I'd settle if folks would...
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore.
Captain.
But they sure bring in the business.
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
You know of anyone that could use some help?
It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
What exactly do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
What exactly are these fog condensers? How do they work?
Well, I'm no engineer, but the way it was explained to me, each fog condenser pulls in the air around it and then condenses it into liquid. The point being, the fog doesn't get past them. They make a barrier that protects the town. No fog means that all the nasty things living in it stay in it. They don't venture out too often. The fog's their home, I guess. The fog condensers eat up a lot of power, but we've got a wind farm that takes care of that. As long as the turbines stay charged, we stay safe.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
A lot of people only got the clothes
Avery.
on their back.
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Teddy Wright's in back of his shop, and he can patch you up if you need it. Besides that, the Last Plank's a popular stop for booze, and what have you. And lastly, well, if you need a gun, see Alan Lee.
What's the history of this place?
Well, this whole dock used to belong to the Mariner. When the fog started getting thicker, family by family, homestead by homestead, people were kicked out of their homes inland. The Mariner was kind enough to let people stay. The harbor just kind of grew out of that charity.
I have to go.
Be well.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
What are you looking at?
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, 'cause this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
What family are you talking about?
I was just about to explain. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. But now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Wait, are you saying that I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family?
You're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Where did you say these ghouls were?
National Park campground. It's pretty much straight west of here.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey. Remember, the island's always watching. Be careful out there.
Need to drown your troubles? Talk to Mitch, the last plank.
Hey, could you keep it down? Some of us are trying to fish here.
What the hell is a synth anyway, eh?
Never look a trapper in the eyes. They're something else. The Lees sell guns, over by the tourist shop. We take it one day at a time.
Don't talk to Bertha. She's crazy.
Hi there.
Get lost. I don't need your charity.
Hey, Bertha.
What makes you think I want to talk to you?
Whoa. Now that's some firepower there.
Life's too bloody short.
Captain Avery said you could...
You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me a...
Since. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. Fog condensers, most especially. Wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers? They're a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or 3. Worse than Myra lurks out there.
I need to take care of a few things.
Handle your necessities, then off with you.
Hi.
You ready to head to a...
Perfect.
Acadia.
enough, folks. Value keeping the old CPU sharp anymore.
I, for one, won't go down. Everyone! Everyone!
We're trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouths, open your damned ears! So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house!
Yeah!
Time to party!
Here's some Mitch!
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya! Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this, top shelf all around. So, drink up! You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can't you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island will claim us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes, it's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
If it's so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, you don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha!
I'd like a drink.
Now that's what I like to hear. Ha!
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Excuse me.
You want a drink?
What do you have to drink?
All sorts of old world booze. We carry Vim, too. And before you ask, Vim is an Islander favorite. But it may pack more punch than the stuff you're used to.
Can you take my order?
You got my attention.
a mite too sober by my estimation. I can fix that. Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey.